Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Pride. I'm your host, Ben Diamond. Springfield College is among one of the premier Division III athletics departments in the country and is known for having some of the best resources for its student athletes. In this week's Inside the Pride, we focus on Pride Nutrition, an initiative created by our assistant strength and conditioning coach and coordinator of sports nutrition, Robin Amylon.
So Pride Nutrition is our sports nutrition program that we have here at Springfield College. We offer a lot of different services to the athletes, so we'll do individual counseling with them if they have any specific questions on what they should be eating and when they should be eating and things like that. Then we'll sit down and talk about that. Speak with them about the importance of nutrition. We talk about the different nutrients, so carbohydrates, fat, and protein, and why they're important and what some good sources are. We talk about how they should be setting up their plate in terms of their training days, whether it's a rest day or a hard training day. But sometimes we'll just play Jeopardy and we'll make it fun for them if we've already spoken to them before. But it's good to kind of reiterate and emphasize the things that we talked about in the last talk, but make it more fun and more competitive, which they like to do because they're athletes. And we also have other things that we do around campus. So outside of the weight room, we have a nutrition board that we change on a monthly basis. So we'll have the main theme. So this month was hydration. And then we also put some type of recipe of the month, as well as some nutrient that we want to highlight. And typically it's a vitamin or mineral, telling them why that vitamin or mineral is good for them, what are good sources and things like that. And lastly, we have an Instagram, _Pride Nutrition, which we try to do daily posts just on good things to eat in Cheney, a good snack to bring, something to eat before or after practice, or some hydration tip, or just an easy way for the athletes to get some information. So in terms of the benefits, I think it's just been really helpful for them because a lot of them don't know much about nutrition and what they should be eating before games or during games even, to make sure that they're staying energized for that game. So I think it's just been really great to see the growth and knowledge that they've had, so then they can take those tools to really help them to perform better on the field.
Now we're going to put Robin to the test, as she's going to take me on a Cheney Tour and explain what student athletes at Springfield College should and should not be eating.
All right, Ben, so here we're at the gluten-free station over here. We do have gluten-free options for students who have some kind of intolerance to gluten, or if they have celiac disease, they have to avoid gluten. So here we'll typically have some kind of protein and some vegetables and carbs. So today it looks like we have some roast turkey, which is a great lean source of protein. We also have some cauliflower there, and then some sweet potatoes, which are a great carbohydrate source and also very high in fiber and vitamin A. So right behind us we have our omelet station. Omelets are a great option for protein. Eggs are actually a really great source of protein because they're better absorbed by the body than certain types of protein sources are. And it's great. They have a variety of vegetables that you can put in there. They have a variety of other types of meat that you can put in there. So you can change it up every day. So it's like, even if you're having an omelet every day, it's going to be a different meal every day. So here we're at the grill station. Typically the grill station doesn't have the healthiest of options. As you can see today, we have Philly cheesesteak, some French fries, some quesadillas. But they also will make a turkey burger for you if you ask them to, or a veggie burger. And then instead of getting the French fries with it, you can get a side salad, or you can go back and get some cooked vegetables from one of the other stations. Like our omelet station, the stir fry station is really great. There's a lot of different sources of protein that you get. So typically like chicken, fish, pork, shrimp, tofu, even if you don't eat meat. So a good vegetarian option. And then they have a variety of vegetables that you can choose from. And you can also choose if you want it cooked with oil or if you just want it dry without getting that oil in. And also you can usually have some brown rice with it, which is another good carbohydrate source. All right, so here we have our vegetarian section. So it's a great option for the student athletes who don't eat meat, but need more variety in terms of the types of proteins that they get from grain sources. So there's always going to be like different types of grains that they'll be offering, as well as colorful vegetables. They have vegetable hash right now, and then roasted some bulgur and then some brown rice, but they switch that up every day too. So it's just another great option for those athletes who don't eat meat, so that they can still meet their protein needs. But this is a great option in terms of, you know, taking it with you for a snack for later in the day, or this is a better option in terms of having for dessert rather than all the cookies and brownies and the Cinnabons and cupcakes and things that they typically have. This is going to fuel your body much better. Finally, we have the salad bar section, which is great if you're tired of the cooked vegetables that Cheney has to offer. You can get a fresh salad, and they have an array of vegetables, so you can kind of mix it up. When you're putting your salad together, you kind of want to make it as colorful as possible, because you're going to get different nutrients from those different vegetables that have different colors. So it's important to make sure that you're eating the right foods, but it's also important to make sure that you're staying well hydrated. Research has shown that even being dehydrated by about 2% or so can actually decrease your performance. So you want to make sure that throughout the day you're constantly drinking fluids. Water is always the best option, which we do offer here in Cheney. But after practice or after a hard lift, especially in really hot weather, you want to also replace your electrolytes, so things like your sodium and your potassium. So we have Powerade as well that's offered. And in terms of like how much Powerade you should be having and compared to water, for every cup of water you have, you should have a cup of Powerade. So it's basically a 1-to-1 ratio. Or if you do half a cup of water, then you can fill the rest of the half with Powerade, so that you can get the electrolytes but not too much added sugar. You also want to make sure that you're getting some good sources of fat, because fat is important for your diet. It's good for your brain, it's good for your skin, your hair, it's good for energy, it's good for your cells, all those things. So with the steamed vegetables or the cooked vegetables, they're typically sauteed in oil, so that's where you're going to get that. But if you're getting a side salad, making sure you're putting some type of dressing on top, you know, whether it's olive oil or the Italian dressing or some kind of oil-based dressing, you know, just to make sure that you're getting enough fat in your diet as well.
Sounds good. Thanks, Simone.
Yeah.
Make sure to come out and support the Pride this weekend, as the women's volleyball team will host the Tom Hay Invitational and will take on Westfield State and Roger Williams on Saturday, while also celebrating its senior class for their dedication to the program over the past 4 seasons. As always, make sure to follow Springfield College Athletics on Twitter and Instagram for all the live updates. Thanks for watching. I'm Ben Diamond.